The following is a travel advisory from the Bravo Weather Center. Patches of random aggression are expected in the lower Mississippi Valley by early morning hours, leading to scattered gunfire along the eastern seaboard by evening. Stay tuned for further weather updates.
Broken, yeah, it's bad.
Hi, I'm Michael Moore, and this is The Awful Truth. Now, tonight, I want to salute a new trend that's taking place here in America, and I believe also in Canada and Britain. It's called compassionate conservatism. Now, these new conservatives, they're not like the old Thatcherites or Reaganites, you know, that kind of screw the poor to hell with everybody mentality. The new compassionate conservative actually cares about his fellow man every now and then. And I just think that's great, and I want to give credit to where credit is due. So tonight, in my salute to compassionate conservatives, I've got a group of them across the street here. They're over there right now with our correspondent, Karen Duffy. She's going to be with them all night in a series of competitions where they're going to be raising money for charity. That's the compassionate part. So let's get started. Karen?
Hey, thanks, Mike. We're getting ready for our first event, and let's meet our players. Team Dow, Team NASDAQ. Your name?
Jim Hawk from Chicago, Illinois. I'm a financial planner. My net worth's $750,000.
Julius Gaudio, equity derivatives trader at a New York hedge fund. Net worth, couldn't tell you. Income, it's a seven-figure number.
Peter Nakata, acting president of .com. Net worth $7 million, give or take whatever the NASDAQ did today.
My name is Osvaldo Pena. I'm an equities trader, international side. My net worth is about $750,000.
My name is Clive Edwards, international equity trader. Net worth about $1.2 million.
Frank Orsini, running an international OTC desk, about $9 million.
All right, and up here we have our homeless person. Hi, I'm Duff. What's your name?
My name's Frank.
And Frank, where do you live?
I happen to be homeless right now.
And how long have you been homeless, Frank?
For about 2 years.
Okay, well, God bless you. Hang tight. And are you guys ready to play Dunk the Homeless? Show me what you got. There you go. Feel the compassion. Yeah, all right. Come on, you big compassionate conservative, yeah? All right. Back to you, Mike.
Now, let me ask you this. What was the best hallucination you ever had on LSD?
I was at a concert one night and there's the whole building melting in front of me.
Oh, I saw Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck.
Come on, seriously?
No, seriously,
Yeah.
I saw it on the wall. I swear to God, they were walking up the wall.
I saw a big 10-foot-long yellow checker cab convertible.
And it looked like a big worm just going in and out like that.
The room I was in had a lot of plants in it, and they were coming alive like little spiders.
Whoa.
All over the place.
I offered to take my eyeballs out.
There are some people in this country that are having these hallucinations, and they use no drugs whatsoever to get them.
That's pretty cool. How do you do that?
You just look at a black guy, and you start thinking some strange thoughts. Watch this.
All right.
You know, it's not easy being a police officer. Day in and day out, they risk their lives to protect us. But lately, some police officers have been seeing things. In Detroit, police killed a man who was holding the remote control to his VCR. The police said it appeared to be a gun. In Arkansas, a policeman shot a man who was holding a hair clip. The police thought the clip was a gun. In Chicago, a police officer shot a South Side woman who was carrying a spatula. You guessed it, he thought the cooking utensil was a gun. These days, it seems like when a police officer sees a black person, they see a monster. And every time he sees a black person holding something, he sees a gun. One night last year, 4 New York City police officers saw the same thing at the same exact moment. They shot and killed Amadou Diallo by firing 41 bullets because they all saw a gun in his hand. But once again, it wasn't a gun. This time, it was a wallet. A wallet? Time to make the streets safe again.
Attention, attention. The New York City police have a difficult time distinguishing between a gun and a wallet. Please come and exchange your black wallets for this beautiful day-glow orange wallet that no policeman will mistake for a gun. Step right up here with your black wallets. Black wallets out invisible so I can see them. Thank you. Dayglow orange. Trade them in for Dayglow orange. Help out the police who don't know the difference. There you go. Thank you. Wallets right in here. That's right. Here we go.
I got to throw my wallet away?
There you go. Yeah, you got to throw your wallet away.
It's only a wallet.
Only a wallet.
Well, the wallets were a start, but there was still much work to be done. Thousands of African Americans were still walking the streets holding house keys.
See, that looks like a gun.
A bad idea, considering a cop in Florida shot Jerome Richardson after mistaking Richardson's keys for a gun.
If I can get a little orange on it, you'll be okay, right? Thank you.
And don't forget candy bars. Perhaps people don't remember that a federal agent shot 17-year-old Andre Burgess after mistaking his Three Musketeers bar for a handgun.
You like Three Musketeers?
No, Snickers.
You like Snickers. Well, there was a guy killed with a Snickers, too.
Nutrageous is good, too.
Huh?
Nutrageous.
Nutrageous? No one has been killed yet with a Nutrageous in his hand. If you're going to eat Snickers, especially around here. All right, let's see how that looks. Oh, yeah.
Safety orange only goes so far. My philosophy is you can never be too safe. That's why I suggest urban camouflage. The police can't shoot you if they can't see you.
There's just one of us standing here. I want you to carry this with you at all times, all right? And then if you see the police coming, right, all you got to do is slip it right over you and just set yourself out on the curb like a piece of garbage. All right, don't move, don't move. You are walking down the street. Suddenly, you see an officer from the police department. Immediately, you pull the orange cord. At that point, the officer will know there is no gun, as you can see, in either hand.
You know what it's going to come to, sir, honestly?
Yeah.
People are not going to respect police and going to start firing back.
Which isn't good. It isn't good because you should respect the police.
You're going to have to save your own life.
I know, I agree.
No offense, they don't give a about you.
I know.
Never did. Growing up in the inner city.
Well, but at least with a Dayglow orange wallet, they won't be able to say you had anything in your hand other than the awful truth Dayglow orange wallet.
So what if you have your phone in your hand?
Well, be careful, sir. Be careful.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Be careful. Do not ever make that move, sir.
Oh, what if you have one of these? This is dark. It looks like a weapon.
It does. That in your hand, sir. That looks like a weapon.
Especially in my hand.
Well, look, what does that look like?
You got a gun.
All right, now wait. Watch this. Watch this. What does it look like in my hand? Cell phone. See, it's a magic trick. Now watch this again. Watch this. Cell phone. Now watch this.
357.
Here's the survival kit, all right? And it's got these bullet wounds. Let's put it right here in your head. There, and it looks like you've been shot.
Of course, if you live in New York.
Oh, here comes the police. Here comes the police.
It's going to take more than one bullet hole to convince the police you've already been shot.
No more shooting. He's dead. Police officers of New York City, we understand how difficult your job is. That is why we have brought you this easy-to-read chart. Please take a few minutes to study the chart. We're just showing the difference between a wallet and a gun. Okay, now what's this one?
That's very good.
That's a wallet, right? And what's this one? That's a gun, right? Thank you, sir. The police have you surrounded. Come out with your wallets raised. Pull your wallets out now, slowly. Do not make any sudden moves. All right, now I want you to slowly, I said slowly, place that wallet on the ground. Okay, now step back. Step back from the wallets. I said step back from the wallets. I mean business. Officers, do not worry. We have unarmed them from their wallets.
We were off to a good start, but let's face it, the only way a black person can truly be safe is to make sure the police can see his or her hands at all times. Our exchange program was a huge success. The dangerous wallets were off the streets for good. I knew the police would be happy to get rid of them properly.
Officers, we have some wallets we'd like to exchange. We've been all over the streets of New York today collecting these wallets. We just want to exchange them. Can we exchange them with you?
We don't do that.
No, but they're dangerous looking wallets. You know, we're keeping the streets safe.
Thank you, sir. That's one less dead black man.
With all those dangerous wallets off the streets, it might even mean thousands fewer dead black men and a few more cops who won't be seeing things anymore.
The African American Wallet Exchange is brought to you by Nutrageous, the peanutty chocolatey candy bar in the Dayglow orange wrapper. Nutrageous, the safest candy bar on the streets of the USA.
Welcome back to Compassionate Conservative Night here on The Awful Truth. And, well, it's time for the next competition, so Karen, take it away.
Hey, Michael, our next event combines the wholesome virtue of homemade American pie with the American tradition of stoning. It's called Pie the Poor. What's your name, sir?
Eugene.
And are you poor?
I am poor.
Okay.
Right?
And what's your name, sir?
Charles.
Charles, are you poor?
Sure am.
Okay, well, let's get ready and pie the poor. Okay, fellas, remember, only a direct hit to the face counts. Yeah, don't eat it. That's not compassionate to eat it. Here's another pie. And the best thing is, he gets to eat the pie when we're done. How is it?
Oh, it's just good.
It's good and free, and your favorite.
Oh, yes, apple pie. I love America.
Back to you, Mike.
You got any brothers and sisters?
I have 2 brothers and 3 sisters.
Any sibling rivalry?
Oh yeah, there's a lot going on because I'm also a twin. One's my
Whoa.
twin sister.
Wow, are any of them Bushes?
No, they're not.
Oh, well, there's a sibling rivalry going on right now between Jeb Bush of Florida and George Bush of Texas.
And how's that going?
It's pretty exciting, let me tell you. You want to see it?
Sure.
I sent our correspondent Jay Martell down south to report back on the play-by-play. Watch this.
Here in America, we've always had a soft spot for violence, whether in football, baseball, hockey, or the death penalty. Me, I've never been a big fan of the death penalty, but it was getting so popular, I wanted to find out more. Turns out, states all over the country are executing prisoners like crazy. And why not?
Well, I support the death penalty.
The death penalty. The death penalty.
Politicians who support the death penalty get elected. Like George W. Bush of Texas and Jeb Bush of Florida, 2 brothers who are going at it mano a mano. Who's the toughest Bush? Let's take a look.
Since taking office, Big Brother George has executed more prisoners than any governor in history. And with no public defender system and a limited appeals process, you can understand why they always say there's only 2 sure things in life: death and Texas.
If you're asking me whether or not I feel like that everybody who's been executed is guilty of the crime to which they have been convicted of, the answer is yeah, I believe that.
But here comes scrappy Florida. When Jeb took office, Florida had only executed a dismal 7 prisoners in 3 years. The electric chair, fan favorite old Sparky, was experiencing one mishap after another.
A flame grew from the top right side of his covered
He
head.
bled profusely on the chest area, and there was blood coming out of the side of his mouth.
Jeb fixed the chair and brought in a lethal injection machine, along with the confidence that Florida could challenge Texas for the title.
We're ready. I mean, there's no problems with the chair or anything like that. We're ready to go.
And so was I. Florida was about to execute their first inmate of the year, and I wasn't going to miss it. The day before the big execution, I stopped by the state capitol to meet some pro-death penalty legislators, star members of Jeb's team.
Texas has a great program. They're doing really well with the death penalty. Do you think Florida can learn anything from them?
I don't see any reason why Florida couldn't execute 2 inmates a month. If Texas can, why can't we?
Do you have any nostalgia for old Sparky? Or do you think that lethal injections may be like letting these guys off a little easy?
It is letting them off a little bit too easy. There's something aesthetically appealing to see someone have, a quick, sudden death.
That seems more like punishment than quietly and gently drifting off into slumberland.
Wow, these guys really knew how to execute an offense. Hell, they just plain knew how to execute. Bright and early at 6 in the morning, I arrived at the execution of Terry Sims, Florida's big home opener.
Pretty big turnout. Let's see, what section are we in here?
Florida officials really go the extra mile.
Media.
They even roped off separate sections for death penalty
Opponents.
opponents and fans.
Here we go. Supporters. I'm in. Go Florida! Right, you got the electric chair over here, okay? So,
Of course, part of the fun of being at a game is discussing strategy with your fellow fans.
If you get rid of those lawyers that are filing these frivolous appeals,
right,
you're going to get more people to the chair, you're going to get more people to the gas chamber.
Do you think Florida has any chance of being able to keep up with someone like Texas?
Well, there's the big brother, little brother rivalry,
Yeah.
but the overwhelming majority of people in Florida support capital punishment, and they want to see, in my opinion, they want to see a lot of people put to death.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's over with. They're coming out now.
Oh, they're coming out.
They're bringing the body out.
Right. It's over. One for Florida.
But one execution a week wasn't going to help Florida catch up with kill-crazy Texas. This team needed some motivation, and that had to come from the coach himself, Florida Governor Jeb Bush.
Governor Bush, hi. I'm a big fan of Florida, and I just wanted to know, my brother George has had a lot of...
We're having a press conference here. We'll talk to you in a sec, okay?
No, I just have to tell you... Like, that,
Can you move out of the way until we do this?
No, sir. Right. George has had a lot of success with the death penalty over in Texas. What are you going to do to help keep up with him, sir?
All right.
I just have some ideas about how you can compete with Texas. Can I go back and ask him my question?
If you just calm down,
Okay,
don't yell.
I won't yell. Hey, Governor Bush, I'm telling you, if you just get rid of the public defender system, it worked in Texas.
Chill out, man.
I'm chilling. I just want to help you win. George is kicking your ass, sir. I mean, are you jealous? I mean, he's 100 prisoners ahead of you. It's the coach who gets fired. You know, the coach gets fired if the team doesn't do well. And Florida right now is really hurting. Now, I'm hoping tomorrow's going to, start moving things right along. Are you taking me to the locker room? I am just a fan. I really just wanted to, the way you guys are treating me, I have half an inclination to go over and root for the state of Texas. That does it, man. I'm a Texas fan.
Now, Huntsville, Texas is a town that really honors its death penalty traditions. Heck, they even build a monument to every George W. victory. And the players here, they were serious about the game.
We had an execution Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday last week, and now we're going to have Monday, Tuesday, Thursday.
That could be a record.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And when I saw the excitement at the execution of the first woman to be put to death in more than a century, I knew the real reason Texas will always be #1. The fans.
Texas don't feel sorry for nobody. Well, not Texas. Well,
I'm just here to make sure she gets what she deserves.
Yeah, that is done. Justice has been served! Don't mess with Texas!
Hey, guys. Big night, huh?
George was going for another record that night, the 4th execution in a single week. And unlike Florida, the Texas death penalty fans turned out in force. And they smelled victory.
It's awesome to know that a man is actually being put to death. I mean, justice is being served, and you're grateful for that, and you're glad that we have a system that allows for this.
Let's hope this gets done properly. Amen.
Amen.
Execution time.
All right.
These Texas fans had really taught me something about team spirit, and I wanted to give them something back.
Go, George, yeah!
We are Texas!
So I brought in some cheerleader friends, a drinking buddy, and a big-ass Texas-sized scoreboard. And the supporters of the death penalty loved it. That night, everyone's blood ran Texas red.
The excitement built as the killing hour approached. Every breath was held in anticipation. The prisoner was strapped to the gurney, and the needle was inserted into his arm. He coughed once, and at 6:18 p.m. was declared dead. George W. Bush had done it again. Execution number 117. In the annals of execution history, the governor stands as a great champion.
Should face the death sentence.
And even though discoveries of innocent people on death row have caused weaker, more timid men to abandon the death penalty,
it's not worth any kind of risk.
Deep in the heart of Texas, a true winner continues unbowed. Not for glory, not for truth or justice, but for the love of the game.
Now it's time to go to our next competition here on Compassionate Conservative Night. Pin the tail on the illegal alien. Karen?
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Maria Sanchez.
And you, sir?
Claudio.
And where are you from?
Mexico.
And you?
Mexico.
Okay, and are you here legally?
No.
And you, sir, are you here legally?
No.
Now, before you guys play, we need to get your little pony up for your contributions. Okay, now start spinning and start pinning. All right, fellas? Okay, go. Feeling compassionate? Lower. Oh, looks like we have two winners. Two winners. Yeah, you weren't cheating there, were you?
Well, that's our show for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to learn more about the death penalty, log on to our website at www.theawfultruth.com. If you'd like to learn more about compassion and conservatism, check out the fiction section of your local library. We've got time for one more competition here. Our two teams. Let them go, okay? Let it go, Karen. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Mike, we've got a great final event for you. Now, the burly guys supplying the brawn, they make under $25,000 a year, while our compassionate conservatives each make $250,000 a year, proving that you can balance our economy on the backs of the poor. Whoa, Team Dow is really nailing Team NASDAQ. Well, then it looks like we're gonna have a winner, Team Dow. Hey, congratulations, guys, way to go. What a display. Capitalism at its finest.
What a way to end the show, huh?
Fantastic.
God bless America.
Well done.